fourth part of when your ex-boyfriend came back as a king and now is madly obsessed with you. Other point of view. Jan. What? His demand of calling Nick swirled anger in you. Jan. You must have lost it. I am not calling him to say this rubbish. His hand slipped from your arms to your wrist. You shivered. Taehyung. You should have said that you don't have his number. Jan. I don't have. He scoffed. Taehyung. Am I supposed to believe this? Jan. I slapped that man in a houseful party, all thanks to you. And here you think I could have his number for chit chat? He struggled and he both hands. Jan. What the Taehyung? Da. Let's have some fun, sweetheart. Your face tinted pink when he searched it in your jacket for your phone. His touches. Jan, you idiot. It's in my bag. He smirked and not letting you go. He took it from your bag. It taken him aback when he put the old password and it worked. Shock wasn't over. The wallpaper was showing the picture that you two took on your first date. You were seeing his face changing color. Taehyung, why you still have it? Many emotions made a wave in his heart. Jan, now you want to control this too. The taunt pulled it back to reality and he dialed Nick's number. It was not already saved and he wasn't surprised. Somehow he knew it. Jan, your nonsense is unstoppable. I am not going to say a word. Nick, hello? The phone was on speaker. He gave you a warning, raised a brow, but you just glared at him. Nick, Jan, your heart sank as darkness in Taehyung's orbs grew. Nick, why are you not speaking? Jan, are you okay? He asked in the sweetest tone, at which Taehyung pressed more. Jan, how you know it's me? Nick, why wouldn't I know? I have saved your number. You can see the volcano that was about to erupt. Nick, we had a good time at your home. I wonder, when are we meeting again? Jan, Nick, you flinched. Cutting the call, Taehyung smashed your phone on the floor. His grip stronger on your wrist. Jan, Taehyung, I don't know how he has my number. And we had no such interaction at my home. He stepped back. You lowered your arms. That were stiff now. Even though you had ended things with him, but you did not want him to think that you can be with someone else. No one moved on, Taehyung. Then why he said so? Jan, I don't. After all, he is very rich. Then what else can be expected from you? You must have played tricks. Both of you were shocked and stunned. The next moment you had him. He couldn't dare to look at you as he himself better knew what he had spat. Your heart was about to explode in fear as you were expecting something worse. But he just left. Jane was working on his laptop when Rose entered after knocking at the door. She was wearing a dress that made him to avert his gaze. Jane, how may I help you? Rose, I am sure you don't want to help me. He looked annoyed when she sat at a very less distance from him. Rose, you know you are very handsome. Jane, it's very late. You should be in your room. Rose, your father is asleep, but my sleep. She placed her hand on his, and you barged in. Jan, Oppa. Jane stood, but you had seen it. Rose suppressed her anger. Rose, the stubborn kid has no manners. You should knock. Jan, did you give Nick my number? You asked with more anger. Jin, did you? Rose, yes, so what? She left. Jan, I hate her so much. And why was she here? Jin, leave her. You tell did Nick contact you? Jan, it's just I handle it, so it's fine. I'm bracing you on your forehead. Jin, if anyone worries you, then you are gonna tell me, okay? You hummed. You came in cafe where Taehyung was sitting in a corner, all alone. Deep thoughts on his face made you curious. Looking outside, he was regretting his every act towards you. Even after telling himself that he hates you, he could not. His heart was beating only for you. He blinked when you slammed the notes in front of him. Jan, lectures that you missed. Taehyung, I don't need your help. Jan, as if I am dying to help you. I just want to be in good books of my professor. You noticed a pale mark of yours on his face. Were you that strong? You hissed when he held your wrist. That was also marked. Taehyung, is this because I am sorry didn't escape his lips? Da, you should have treated them. Jan, don't pretend that you care. You were about to leave, but he did not let go your hand. Jan, want to hurt more? He forwarded a set of new phone. You let out a laugh. Jan, showing off that now you are rich, but I am not interested in your money that you earn by killing people. His eye twitched. Leaving his place, he stuffed the phone in your hand. Da, you are keeping it. My number is saved in it, and if you don't pick my call on the first ring, then I will be crashing at your place. The threat wasn't a joke. Rose and your father called you to talk. Your father, we have decided to set your engagement with Nick. Jan, what? No way, Dad. How can you decide it? You yelled. Rose, it's for your good. Jan, he is. Jan, don't you matter in between. Your father, behave. His voice raised. They were breaking this news when Jin was not home. Jan, I am not doing this nonsense. Your father. Then I will see how you will step out of this house. He yelled even louder. Rose had a proud face. Jan, I will tell Oppa, your father. I am the owner of this house and business. You were shocked to see him this much blind for his wife. In the next few days, Taehyung stayed at distance from you, but he had noticed that you were always lost. Da, Jan, he came to you when everyone left. You looked up. Taehyung, is something bothering you? Jan, yes, you. He kept you there by your arm in a soft grip. Jan, I think now I know why you are doing this. It's just that you are obsessed. A girl rejected you because you were poor. It must hurt your male ego. He was tasting his own medicine. Pain of words. Jan, so you are back to claim me with this obsession and money. Thank God I didn't think that you still love me. Instead of tightening it, his hand dropped. Jan, and why would you love me? I am the girl who is in your eyes, who men enrich parties by wearing dresses. By the way, do you remember which dress I wore? You had it, all his allegations on his face, and he was speechless. He also never meant any of that, but still was ashamed. You, who were scared of his aura and weapon, and never thought to say all that, bursted because of your father and Rose. He turned and strode out of the room. You fell back on the seat and started crying loudly. Jean, why is this happening with me? Your sobs were echoing in that room. Taehyung was banished from the last week, and you were blaming yourself, thinking he was unaware of reality. Today you were forced to come to office. Your father, all our investors will be in meeting, so behave well. You rolled your eyes. Jan, just say that Nick will be there. Your father, Jan, Jin, you go, dad, I will handle her. He left with Rose. Jan, I will not marry him, Oppa. For a moment, you even thought that you should tell Taehyung about Nick's proposal and he will keep him away. But where was he lost those days? Jin, fine, don't, but attend the meeting. He held your hand and pulled you along. You entered in meeting room and all members were already settled down. Holding Jin's hand, you sat next to him. You spotted Rose and Nick, and your mood was spoiled. But your breath stuck in your throat when you saw Taehyung and Aram sitting with the investors. To be continued. Our yarn is again in trouble. What will happen now? Please like it and share your guesses. Thanks for watching and love you all.